Business confidence edged up slightly in the first quarter, but it's still weak. The BER Business Confidence Index increased slightly by 2 points from 38 points in the last quarter of last year to 40 points in the first quarter. This means 60% of respondents are unhappy with the prevailing business environment. Below 50 points means negative sentiment, and above 50 means positive.
The BCI has only been above the neutral 50 points mark on 4 occasions since 2008. This is a pattern consistent with a struggling economy. About 1,600 businesses were surveyed between 15th February and 7th March in sectors sensitive to cyclical factors. Although low, business confidence edged up in the retail, wholesale and new vehicle sectors. It declined in the building and manufacturing sectors.
Even though wholesalers were upbeat with confidence at about 56 points, it still remain weak in retailers and new vehicle dealers. And if we look in particular for retailers, levels of about below 40 still tells you that the consumer continues to feel a lot of pain. It's quite visible in the underlying data. When you look at sales volumes, they are down. You look at prices as well. Retailers cannot increase prices easily. It becomes very difficult for them, and if you combine those two, then it comes to the profitability of retailers becomes much worse now relative to 12 months ago. If you're looking into the new car dealers, it's also the same story again. The consumer continues to remain very strained.
This will likely translate to weak economic growth going forward.
Their expectations remain very pessimistic. We also asked them about their investment expectations 12 months from now. About 70 to 80% of them are not looking to invest in their own businesses, which simply tells us that growth this year is going to remain very weak. Yes, there might be some slight improvement, which talks to the broader global economic growth story, where we see growth globally starting to pick up, which is going to benefit manufacturing companies that export to the rest of the world. But if we're looking at manufacturing companies that sell to the local consumer, those will continue to remain quite depressed.
Meanwhile, SABC's seasonally adjusted trade activity index remained on 46 in February, replicating the weaker trade conditions in January. The seasonally adjusted trade activity index of February 2017 was 4 points higher compared to the same time last year. SABC says respondents mentioned financial losses in the past 2 months, rising crime, political bickering, poor economic conditions, lower rent prices of imported goods owing to the strong rand, and cash flow problems by small and medium businesses as matters contributing to tense trade conditions. SABC News, Johannesburg.